Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed and welcome back to my channel. So just as a little side note, you probably have seen it already in another video, but I got a new background mat. Isn't it cool? So I decided to upgrade and I went and got myself a new mat online, and it's really big. It's quite big and it's nice and it's just nice and clean, and I was just ready for something new. So this is my new background to my videos. All right, I just got back from Creativation. Well, about 3 weeks ago or so. And I showed you guys part of the haul of all the fun stuff that I got at the show, but I told you that some of the stuff hadn't arrived yet. Well, it's arrived, and so that there's a whole bunch more stuff that I'm going to show you guys. The first one I'm going to show you is this beautiful bag from the Crafters Workshop. Now, I helped demo with them, as you can see here. And I did have a video of where I was in the booth and I was filming as if I was the person demoing, and I was filming myself basically walking around and showing all the really cool stencils and different mixed media and stuff. And I got a bag to take home, so isn't that pretty fun? It's gorgeous. It was a nice big bag. I actually use this quite a bit. I love the look of it. It's really, really pretty. So that was one fun thing I got. While I was also there, Ann Strecco-Coleman from Ann Makes came by and also did another video of me walking around in the booth at Crafters Workshop, which you can find that video link up there. So go take a look. She's got some really cool stuff on her channel, so make sure you go take a look. Later on in the video, I'm going to show you this little packet that she gave me that was this little candies, and she's from Canada, so I had maple candies in it and a chocolate, and it was so sweet. So thank you so much for giving me the fun candies. I really do appreciate that. I did another live video while I was with Ranger, and while I was walking around, and it ended up being a really quite long video. And again, sorry for the shakiness of some of my videos. When you're doing live, even breathing, just, you know, turning just a little bit, it ends up looking shaky. So there's not much I can do about that. But I got an apron. Let me open it and show you. So it's your standard crafting apron. Pretty cool stuff. It's got some pockets in the bottom. Look at that. It's got two huge, nice pockets. And then it's got, you know, Ranger ink on the front. So I happened to be at the right place at the right time while they were demoing, and she was finishing up and she was just passing them out. So she gave me one, probably because I was live on camera and it would look bad if I didn't get one. But regardless, I got one. So that was pretty cool. Okay, so one of the other videos that has already gone live also is all about color shift and the glitterific paint, and I got a few samples of this new glitterific paint. It's pretty darn cool. You can see the live video. It's a really thick paint that is chock full of all this yummy glitter, and I had this shipped home, and as you can see, it is just jam-packed with chunks and chunks of glitter. And just like it shows on the top, I mean, it really does have quite a bit that's in here. So I'm going to be playing with this at some point. It's not a paint that you can pour out normally. It doesn't have a flip top. It's got a screw off cap like you just saw, because it's a little bit different than some of the other ones. And she was saying in the video that if you layer, and this is by Folk Art, which is by Plaid, if you layer the color shift and then put the glitterific on top, it looks even better because it just really has all the stuff. And then she also gave me a brushed metal to go underneath specifically with this one because it looks really cool. So these are all just fun new paints. I also, because I was helping out with Tattered Angels, and I actually needed a couple of mists to demo while I was working at the Crafters Workshop, because I was playing with the stencils and the mists and all that kind of stuff. I did grab a couple of mist colors. So I have Snowy Night and Olive Vine. So I brought those home, and these are ones I was using, so they're not too empty, but a little bit more than normal. So I got those. So while I was demoing at Crafters Workshop, I decided, instead of just doing stuff that was on paper, I thought, well, let me do stuff on little canvas shapes, because we had a whole bunch of them. And so I grabbed a whole bunch of canvas shapes, and these are the pieces I made with the paints and the mists and the mediums on the canvas pieces in the Crafters Workshop. So look how cool those are. That's fun. So I am going to do something with these. I'm going to turn these into like a little mini book, into a little something. I spent a lot of fun time playing with the stencils, and look how cool those are. And I thought I would just kind of sew them together. Got fun. And I have a couple more to show you guys, and then I grabbed some rounds. But to me, the rounds, I think I'm going to save that for something else. So I think I'm going to maybe do just like 2 more on the video, and then bind all these together, and then finish the back sides of them too, because I did some of the fronts, but I didn't do the backs, and maybe add color to some more of them. So I had some fun while I was demoing her. This is one of my favorites. I love that one. And so lots of fun times. See, look how cool those are. that I got to play with, and then I got some more fun shapes to bring home from Canvas Core. I did do a couple other fun stencils. This is one that's on a watercolor. This was using some of the gel press papers because somebody asked how to use the gel press with the Crafters Workshop stencils. And then I also just did a clean one on paper. So I brought the little pieces. Everything that I demoed with, I kind of brought home. One of the other booths that was there was Fujifilm, and my friend Lisa Cattell was over there, and she was doing some fun demos, and they printed off a whole bunch of these fun pictures, and so here's a fun kind of cool Cabbage Patch. So I was in the time frame when I was a little girl that Cabbage Patches came out and everybody was going crazy for them, and I ended up having a couple of them, not right away, a couple years later, but I remember having Cabbage Patches when everybody thought they were just like the cat's meow. And so I had to grab that one. And then she did some other fun 4x4s. I love the 4x4 looks. I think this is supposed to go this way. I'm not sure. It's this painting. Here's a picture of me in the Fujifilm booth. I had a hard time saying that. That was like the third time. Tongue twister of a word, but I got a couple pictures of something fun. So they were showing how you can obviously use pictures and all your art and how you can have fun, taking some fun pictures. And so I stopped by and said hi and had a little fun in the booth. All right, one of the other companies called Penelope D. And Penelope D has a whole bunch, as you can see. The links for all the videos I'm referring to are going to be up in the iCard and also at the end in playlists, so you can find all the videos I've done at Creativation. And she's got a wide assortment. I mean, just take a look. Look at the beautiful papers. And she gave all these to me to bring home after doing the demo. And look how pretty this is. And I don't think I got any replica papers. I mean, look how pretty. So gorgeous. And really pretty stuff. So these ones are all from the Notable line. I believe these are all from the Notable line. There was one specific one that I had made a comment on that I loved it, and it was completely gone. And then I also made a comment. This is Go See Do. This is a different line. I'm not sure what this one is. And I also made a comment that I love the blue color. So she kept handing me papers that had blues in them. I mean, she was super generous. And look how gorgeous these papers are. So pretty. I love that they're kind of a pattern, but also kind of a plain color, if that makes sense. So you can still, cut them up and layer, and it doesn't look so busy. It's not giant patterns. But then we also have some, like this is the Coco Love collection, where you could easily cut out these sections and turn them into cards, or put them on your, if you've got like a, sorry, this is the back side. If you've got like a Project Life or something like that. So, oh, look at that. And another fun one. This is also the Coco Life. Here's one of the blue ones that she handed me. It says happiness all over it. I love that one. And this one is Summer Breeze. This is another one from the Summer Breeze collection. Look at that. It's a beach, but then it just has some texture to it. I'm loving these papers that already have a little bit of a texture. Oh, look, see, it's the same thing, but different pattern on the other side. So even though this is the same, they're a little bit different, which I think is really fun. So the B sides or the A sides might be a little different, so that way you don't have to, if you love one paper, you can get them in a couple ways. The wood grain with the sand on it, so again, Summer Breeze. So she's mixing a pattern with a more kind of a graphic, like a real life graphic, which is really cool. This is another one from the Summer Breeze collection. See, she gave me a ton of blue, and then like a jean look. And then look at these fun ones. All these fun cutouts that you can do. Really, really pretty. And I love the scripts that are on there. So gorgeous. Thank you so much. That was from Penelope D. So this one got a little squished. So another fun company, Sizzix, is there. And I showed you guys what I already got from Sizzix. There is a video coming with Eileen Hull, and it's going to be tied in with the Sizzix. It's coming soon. Just bear with me. But at the beginning of the video, it shows about how you can die cut out leather. And so this is the little piece that we actually did in the video and how well it die cut. And just look how cool that is. I mean, that has so many possibilities. You may not be into the whole jewelry making and stuff, but being able to die cut other things like felts and leathers is just a really cool idea. So I love that. And I brought that little piece home. I also stopped by the Creative Scrapbooker. They had a booth and they gave me a free magazine. And look how huge this magazine is. I mean, that is chock full. I absolutely love it. This is a magazine that's actually based out of Canada, but it's one of the only one that's kind of left around that has anything to do with card making and scrapbooking and just paper crafts in general. I mean, just look at some of the fun stuff that's in here. It is awesome. I love this. I mean, so, and we don't get very many magazines anymore, paper, like to actually flip through and do stuff. So here's the Great Canadian Scrapbook Carnival. I mean, there is a lot of stuff that's about Canada, but just scrapbooking in general, I think that's fantastic. So this one is the February. This is the most current one. It's display until February 28th. So, and look how chunky that is. Look how much stuff is in there. I love this. And so much inspiration in these. So if you're looking for a new magazine, this is a good one to get. I also got a bag from Sakura. Now, Sakura, you guys might remember Jelly Roll pens, and I did get some white pens. They are actually white here. I did not get the bag from Sakura before. I actually got the bag on the showroom floor, but I got the pens at my Prime event that I went to, so they were at 2 different times. But I always, for some strange reason, I seem to be always running out of bags while I was at the show floor. So people were passing out bags, and then you could put odds and ends of things. So it was really quite handy to get another bag. At that moment, I did not have one. I was using my apron to stuff everything in, and it was getting a little heavy. Now, you guys already saw the t-shirt that I got from Plaid, and then now I got the paints. I also got a bag from them as well, and it says, Plaid crafters are part of my tribe. I love that they come up with a fun little saying and stuff. So I actually got the bag, I got the paints, and I got the t-shirt, which is pretty darn cool. I was just able to bring the t-shirt home earlier because I stuck it in my suitcase. All right, I also had this video go live as well, and I got to keep the flower, which is really pretty. I went by Heartfelt Creations, and we created this beautiful flower together. I videoed while she made the flower using the press and stuff. So if you have not had a chance to check out the video, this guy has been in a bag, stuffed into another stuff, stuffed into another stuff, stuffed into a carton, and shipped home. But it is still looks gorgeous. I love the look of it. It still is so pretty, so beautiful, and completely just gorgeous. So ta-da! Amazing flower can even hold up into being shipped all the way from Phoenix back to Texas. Yay! Okay, so here's another fun company, and I have showed you guys the little bunnies already, which are these little bunnies right here. This is from a company called Dress My Craft, and they gave me that really pretty gold bag, which is this one. There it is. And what they are is they're a company that does all different kinds of fun embellishments, and also they have papers. So when I walked up to them at the end of the show, they was like, yeah, take a few things, create some projects, and then have some fun with it. I was like, all right, I can do that. And so I picked up some really pretty things. Look at these beautiful hearts. Don't you love the hearts? They're so gorgeous. So there's 4 of them in that. I also got the same ones in purple. I just thought they were so pretty. So these, because they have the Velcro on the back, this is what was actually sticking up on the wall as their samples for what they have to offer. Here's, I think I had some other hearts. Oh yeah, one more set of hearts. This is in a pretty, sorry, this is in just clear. So I got pink, purple, and clear. Look how gorgeous those are. And then I also picked up, look at these gorgeous flowers. Look how pretty these are. And these ones are loose. They're not on a little, they don't have a clip to them, so they're not for a jewelry thing. So this is just a mini flowers, but they're metal. And they're so pretty. I love them. And here's another set of little pretty flowers. And the back sides are almost just as pretty as the front, but they're so adorable. I love those. Mini roses with base, and they're ivory. Love that. And then these ones, these are little owls. I love these little pink owls. They're so cute. And these ones could be for jewelry. So look how adorable those owls are. I love it. So stinking cute. And then a couple of sets of soft white fabric flowers, a set of 3 that's in here. So pretty. And then she gave me some paper packs that she had on hand. So here's the Hydrangea Lawns paper pack. Look how pretty. Look how gorgeous those are. I love the colors of that. I think either they popped off in transit, or you know, she could have already had them off, but she handed me a couple of paper packs. Look how pretty those are. And I love that they're either stripes or dots. So many uses for just stripes or dots, but they're not solid colors. They have that little bit of a distressing and really pretty colors. I love that. So I ran by the Catherine Pooler at the end of the show, and she's like, oh, I have something for you. I have something for you. And she handed me this cute little bag, and in it, it has a stamp. She already had these all set and ready to go. It has a couple of stamps in it. Let me pull it out for you. So it's got stamp of approval. It's got a stamp and die set. Ooh, that's fun. So we've got a stamp and die set. As you can see here, you're lovely, you're a wonderful friend, you're amazing. Look how gorgeous that is. And then we also have 2 inks to go with it. Look at that. Lime Rickety and Tutti Frutti Premium Dye Ink, and they're all part of the party collection. And it's in this cute little bag. I love that. So thank you, Catherine. I really appreciate that you popped me a couple little inks right at the very end of the show. So sweet. So amazing of you. I mean, that really was super sweet of you to pass this along. You were in the middle of packing up and you saw me walk by and you handed them along. So I truly appreciate that. So while I was demoing in the Crafters Workshop, and she did a video, and it's going to be going up soon, of me demoing in the Crafters Workshop and giving kind of a booth tour. He handed me a little baggie, and in it, it has a chocolate, and it's got 2 maple candies that were in this little cute little sachet. And so I thought that was so super sweet. And so thank you. All right, so this was a really cool thing. In one of my earlier videos, I was walking by, and this was one of the days where it was doing setup and stuff, and one of the companies has these really cool way of doing it called the Kit Exchange, and they're all organizers. And I don't want to get too far into it right now because I'm going to do a big review on these books, but I'm missing part of it because these were what were in the new product display. She handed it to me seriously as we're packing up, and she goes, "I love that you did the video." I kept kind of running into her because she was on my way to the bathroom as I was walking out. And so she quickly handed me these pieces because she had already packed everything else up. And I'm missing the part that goes inside of it to make it make sense. So it's being shipped to me, and when it comes in, you're going to see how these organizers work. But again, take a look at the video. It's up in the videos, and you guys can see how these function from her in like a quickie, like 20-second little spiel. But I'm going to do a big video review and show you how this works. But they're all really cool organizers that are really cute. I mean, look how cute these organizers are. I love them. So we're going to be playing with those soon. Another company, I'm actually going to start working with them very, very soon. It's called Expo International. And as I was walking out, they gave me a couple little samples to play with. So just take a look at this trim. Isn't this gorgeous? This stuff is just super, super yummy. And it's not, it's okay. It's not lightweight. It does have some heft, but I like that about that. It feels like it's got some substance to it, which is so pretty. It's got kind of on a plastic backing, which allows you to really move it around. I mean, and this is just one of many, many trims that they have at Expo International, but look how pretty that is. So I got a little sampling. They sent me some to take home so I could look at it. I also got a pack of 6. These are tassels, black tassels, and just let me show you what these things are. Look how cute, stinking cute. They're kind of like a leathery feel at the bottom, and they have a beautiful clasp up at the top. I actually love that. So pretty. And just, they come as a little pack of 6. I mean, how adorable is that? So many possibilities with these little guys. So some fun stuff coming from Expo International that I'm going to be working with them. All right, so now for the grand finale. This is hilarious. Okay. I stamp occasionally. I actually do stamp quite a bit. And while I was at the show, I ran into Kaimona Tracy while we were at the show. And I have worked around with her. We've never been on teams together, but she guest designed for Renia last year. And we just kind of keep bumping into her. She works with Deflecto. And she works with Misti, the stamping platform, right? And I ran into her and she told me that she was demoing at, over at the Misti booth. I was like, you know what? I don't have one. She goes, you don't have Misti? I was like, no, I never have gotten one. And she goes, hang on. And so this was before the show opened. And I realized that. She goes, we'll figure something out, right? And so when you're at these shows, truly, it is a lot of friends companies you work with, being at the right place at the right time. That's how I got these books here. I happened to walk by and do the video of her, and a lot of people, this is the organizer books, a lot of people were commenting that they saw my video and they were coming to her booth. And so it was an opportunity for her to get more exposure and for me to play with some, I mean, it all works together, right? It's all networking. And so she was super, super sweet. And she goes, you know what? I'm going to get you one. And so she got me one. I now own a Misti. So at the very end of the show, we kept running into each other at the show, and I kept looking at her going, is it good? Are we going to do it? Are we there? And she's like, I got it covered. So she found me at the end of the show via she ran over where I was the Renia booth, but I wasn't at the Renia booth. And then she went over to where, and so the lady at the Renia booth texted me and said, Kaimora's looking for you. I was like, oh, I gotta find her. And so she runs up to me, and I find her she runs up this bag. Anyway, long story short, we find each other with like an hour left of the show on the last day. And she hands me this bag, which I got a Misti bag. And then she hands me and she goes, I know it was the one that we were using on this show. So I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if this thing is been used for the past 2 years. I have Misti. So I got myself a Misti, and then I also got a couple of scratch removers and plastic clean shies. She gave me a couple of little cleaners to go with it. I also got the paper, so the stamping paper that goes in there, the gridded paper, which is really cool, and then I got the Misti. So amazing, thank you. I cannot thank you enough. I will be using the heck out of this thing. I have a feeling I'm going to be using it a lot. You know, I've gotten around not having a stamping platform for the longest time, but I now have one. Look at that. That is so cool. I'm loving the fact that I have a stamp platform now. Yay! And it is the original Misti, which I love the fact that she came up with this really, really cool invention. I mean, how stinking awesome is that she invented this idea, and it's the perfect size for card making. So thank you. Thank you so much for letting me have one of these. And my sweet petunia, Misti, awesome. I mean, take a look at this. This is round 2. This is round 3 if you think about the Prime event. And it's a lot of these companies, it was, I will do a video for you. You know, I will help support you. I'm going to promote you. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to be using it in my videos. You know, it's a lot of helping each other out kind of thing. I demoed in their booth. I work with that company like Tattered Angels, you know, just that kind of stuff. So thank you, everybody. Please give these companies some love. Some of them are brand new companies. I mean, Catherine Pooler, this was her first year showing there. Fujifilm has been around, but the fact that people don't use film anymore, it's really, for them to show up, it was their first year there as well. This is a brand new company, this Kit Creations. Let's see, My Dress, My Craft, brand new international company, which is really cool. You know, Misti, give your love to Misti because they are an amazing company that came out with some fantastic, this is a fantastic idea. Penelope D, brand new paper company that is based out of South Africa, I believe. So another international company. So lots of really cool companies. I mean, even down to the magazine, which they're one of the last standing scrapbook and card magazines. So go check them out. Go see what they're all about. Links are all going to be down below for as many products as I can find. And thanks so much for subscribing. I will see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.